It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jameson Williams. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Lions and the Raiders on Sunday night.
Coming to you from the Vin. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at it, 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They go with Jacobs. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The numbers for Hearns last week: 13 carries, 60 yards.
Well, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's Pratt. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Lions at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, you got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Chris Nagar now for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shop.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Another catch for Tate. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left, and he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot down. Feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught right side, Tate.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9 now. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Auden Tate, his 3rd. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He connected. Throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Pratt. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher if guys trying to get to the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go. Left thing, 19.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So a touchdown apiece.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
So stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here.
That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to have the Lions first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand for this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Last throw right there, putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Jacobs again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Get it!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Pratt. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Second and 9 now. It's caught right side. It turns. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll drop to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point by Nagar is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
There you go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Waller taking it in over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a throw here, hauled in. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. He gets this complete to Cephas. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle, they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance of victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And
in for the Lions touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, 40 yards. And the Lions add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And this one taken in by Cephas.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Called that a very strong gain of 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
17.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The guard out for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his man. This is Tate.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Auden Tate, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and 3. This is Lazard with a catch out left.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Now, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood